What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I have a few things I did on did a little with the Evo. I have my motor down at FSI. I have a separate little video I'm going to add, but we're still needing to work on this. I got some rods finally in, but we're gonna take a break from the Evo, and we're actually gonna get back to some GTI stuff. It's not the VR6 yet. It's still at the shop getting rebuilt and all that. But my dad, he's going to basically be pushing more power. He's going to try and push a whole lot more power to this. We're going to get rid of this GT28. We're getting rid of the stock manifold. We're getting a new fuel rail, and we're going to get a huge front mount intercooler. I made a video a while back on mine. We're going to get this car moving out finally, so I'll walk you guys inside and kind of show you all the parts that he's got for it and everything that we're going to be putting on. Alright guys, so as you can see, my dad, he went with a ram mount. So the old kit he was running before was actually the stock 1.8T manifold with an adapter from a T3 down to the stock manifold, and this time he's actually going V-band. So we're going to get rid of the 5 bolt mount up spot on the down pipe. This turbo is actually a GT35 84R. It's not the 82 like my car. So it actually, if I take this off, this one actually has what's like their Garrett's latest and greatest. But this one, I don't know if you can see. Let's see if it can focus. Well, yeah, but this one actually has a billet wheel. So this one's good for, it's good for a whole lot more power. We got that. He's getting rid of his wastegate. We're going an external wastegate. This is the Tile 44mm wastegate. Just a few little like parts right here. We need these couplers for the Mishimoto intercooler. This is a 3-inch, and all the intercooler piping, same with on top of the turbo, is all 2.5 inch. So we just got one of these universal intercooler kits, intercooler piping kits. So this should do decent with us. I mean, this is what I'm running on my GTI. This is the intake manifold he actually went with. It's the grams. So he's going to be upgrading the manifold. You can actually, I think we're going to be switching this over to this side. So the intake part is going to be over here. We just got a fuel rail. Yeah, he brought it in right here. Right here. It's an IE, so the integrated engineering fuel rail. Just the spacers and parts, whichever injectors you end up going with. I'll put you guys down real quick. So this is the, let's see if you can see it. It's integrated engineering fuel rail. That's gonna mount up right here, something like that. But this, well, it's actually right here. But this is gonna, whichever spacer you put on is gonna come out or in. So we got that. And one thing I got my dad for his birthday a few months back, he never had any wideband gauge, so he was just basically running blind. But I ended up buying him the AAM air fuel ratio gauge, same one I'm running in mine. All he'll need next is just the pod. I don't know which one he's gonna go with, but these are all the parts, and this is actually from my old setup. He's gonna have to use this boot on there, so because that's a 4-inch now. But yeah, so these are all the parts. Alright, so right now we're taking off all the intake piping. We're gonna get down and take off all this intercooler piping. He's actually got a little side mount, bigger like stock location intercooler, and then I'm sure one of us is gonna start taking off all the exhaust, the hot side part, and one of us is going to start taking off all this intake stuff. But yeah, right now I'll just kind of bring you like step by step and kind of keep you guys updated on what we're doing. So Alright guys, so we got the intake manifold off. That's the stock intake manifold right here. We got the injectors out as well. Where's the injector? Oh, right over here. Those are just those 870s. I think my dad said he's going to go with 1600s. So
1650s, I think.
1650s. So we basically got all that, and now we're going to start taking off some of the turbo stuff. That's the 28. This is actually the one that we've decided we're going to try and run on my Evo. In there, so just got to get a manifold for that, and it'll be better than the stock one. So we're going to start taking all that stuff off, and we'll keep going. Alright guys, so we got the exhaust manifold off. The kit that we had was it just kept the stock location of the downpipe, so it's all that extra stuff. This little nasty twist right, it's literally just a T3 flange, but you had to have all that other stuff. But look how small this little port is. I mean, it just was not really good airflow. So we got all that off. Got the turbo off.
I'm gonna use this one.
This is the one that I'm putting in the Evo right here. Should do pretty good. But yeah, so we got all this off. Next, we just have to take these 4 bolts off for the downpipe, and we should basically be able to put the ram mount on. I was telling my dad we hopefully not have to smack any of that in up there, but I know on my GTI when we had to flip it, we had to bash in a little right here. So we'll see we'll see what kind of room we're working with. All right, guys. So we're about to install the new ram mount. There's the GT35 right here.
You never tighten these?
Those won't tighten. Oh. So yeah, we're gonna set this down real quick. This is the one that's gonna go back there. It's gonna have way better airflow. But yeah, so it should all hopefully fit in there nice. It said it was gonna be a direct fit, no customization really needed. So we'll see how. My dad had to order this for the wastegate to get it further away. So we're gonna see how everything kind of bolts up in there. Alright guys, so we got the ram mount all on. We're just kind of throwing some bolts in it right now, and we're gonna start tightening it up. The downpipe looks like we're gonna probably have to do quite a bit of customizing on it, depending on which way we're gonna put the turbo. We think we're gonna put the intake side over here, kind of like how my old one was set up, and the exhaust on the opposite side. But
Like this.
do you want to try and slide it back there real quick? And
I'm about to roll this first though.
oh yeah, we're going to have to spin it.
What are these, half or
See,
9?
that's what's gonna suck.
These 12s are half.
It should be 13.
13s, yeah.
But see, that's because when we spin it down, it's probably gonna hit the head. All right, we don't have anything bolted up. The turbo's still completely loose, but we at first thought we were gonna start hitting up here, and we were, but we kind of just had to like not force it in, but we just had to adjust it, and it actually sits in there nice. It's if you can see, it's all mounted down.
We could just take
flat,
all this loose.
so
We could take these and run these straight up, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, we can start running all new lines.
This is just a big old fucking circle here. I mean, I don't really got like that.
But I actually think we're gonna run this just like this, because with how his is set up, I think we're still gonna run the intake on the other side and run run it through here, right? The first intercooler piping right off the compressor housing. And I think we're gonna relocate the battery in the back as well and kind of put it in here how I had mine. So
we're gonna leave my manifold over here then.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the manifold will be fine over there.
We're gonna let that's your charge side.
Yeah.
Charge it into here. Yeah.
Because there's really no other reason. I mean, there's not a whole lot of reason to do it. You can do it either way. It's just whatever works better up here. So, but I want to see what you guys think. I'm trying to talk my dad into doing a hood dump. He wants to take it back down, but I just feel like that's a whole lot of complicated right there to go right back down. So leave in the comments what y'all think. A nice little hole right about here looking pretty nice. Let's do a war. Whoever comments more on a hood dump win. I mean, whichever wins we'll do. How about that? I say hood dump. I want to do a hood dump on mine. He said if I did a hood dump on mine, I'd be moving out. So
Blow them flames out the back.
I don't know, we'll see.
Pop, pop,
But
pop, pop, pop.
welding right there is a whole lot simpler than welding all that down there. So, but we're gonna keep on going. We're probably gonna take this turbo back off. I think we're gonna tighten it up right there, right? That way it gives us enough play right here and here to work with, and
everything's clear right there. Yeah.
so and it works really good right there. So I think we're gonna
45 it back over and
well, right, it's gonna have to go in here, right down in here. So no more battery. I say get rid of his windshield washer fluid as well. Forget that AC pump. We don't need any of that. It's a race car. But
nope, this race car got air conditioning.
it is looking really nice though. All right, guys. So my dad, he's just back here finishing up all those exhaust manifold bolts. I'm actually working on taking the front bumper off because we're going to take all his old intercooler piping and intercooler out of there. And I think we're going to try and mock up a little bit of the intercooler. So we'll kind of see how everything goes when the exhaust gets all tightened up, because I think we're going to run the the wastegate first, since it's underneath the turbo and it's going to be kind of hard to get to. So we'll see. We're just going to kind of go as we work. So all right, guys, quick little update. Got the front bumper off. We actually shut the hood. So we're going to take a break. I am going to make this one consistent, solid video. So I'll turn it back on. We'll probably be out here tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be like 70-something degrees tomorrow. So yeah, we'll get back.